This is VVolt website. As you can see, you can extract line items, tables, any customized data from your emails, documents, images. So let's see how you can use it. So first you have to log in. So I will log in. So now we have this dashboard. So you can upload the file, or you can use emails to send the file to this email ID, and then you can fetch the emails that you have sent on this email ID. So it will fetch all the documents that you sent to this email ID. Okay, on all months you can see year wise all the documents that you have processed. So currently I have processed one document in May, so it is showing one May in May. So now I'll reset it to current month, which is June. So now you can upload documents. So you can choose to upload only the first page of the document or the full document in one go, or you can process one page at a time. So for example, if you're processing a full bank statement, then it is better to process it page by page if you want to say extract all the line items or transactions from the data, from the bank data. Okay, so I am using just the first page for now. So now I want to extract complex tables from this first page. So these are the pre-built parsers that you can use. For example, extract data. This will extract the data from the table itself and all other data. If you want to extract table, you can use this parser as well. This is for more complex tables. Sometimes this may work on your data, so you can use this one. There is income parser, expense parser, so you can parse your receipts and invoices using these parsers. It will extract all these labels: category, vendor, total tax amount, time, address, transaction date and all from the receipts or the invoices. You can process the W2 form as well, W9 form, 1099R, bank checks and all other type of files. If you want to parse any other document that is not mentioned here and you want to extract some customized data, then you can click on build a custom parser, and here you can say want to process a loan file. So you can maybe write loan file parser, and maybe you want to extract the name of loan officer. Okay, press enter. Maybe you want to extract the address on the loan file, so you add that. You may want to extract the closing date, so etc. Okay, now we'll save this parser. Okay, so now the loan file parser is being shown here in the list of the parsers. Okay, so here if you go back, you can see all the parsers that are there. So earlier we had all these parsers, and this is the new parser that we created, which will extract loan officer's name, address and closing date. You can edit them here or delete them as well, or you can add new field as well. Okay, so now I'll upload one file and extract the complex tables from it. So I'll just extract data from the first page only, and I'm going to use Gemini Flash model. There is OpenAI model as well that you can use, and all the OpenRouter models are also available for you to use. Okay, so before that you have to set the API key. So here API, you can set the API key here. So you can set the Gemini API key, OpenAI API key and the OpenRouter API key here. Okay, so as you would know that you can get a Gemini API key for free, but then your data will be used by Google to train the models. So if your data is not that sensitive, then you can probably use the free API key itself. Okay. So there is also categories. So categories, for example, the loan file parser, we have not set any category, but for example, say income parser. So income parser, we have set the categories here, accommodation, food and all. So if we want to categorize this document using this category list, so we can use categories to categorize a document, all the documents under a particular parser. For example, under income parser, all the documents will be categorized using this list. So you can edit all the categories or you can add new categories as well. Okay, so now we'll upload a file. I'll extract table, use a Gemini Flash model. So now I'll upload a bank statement. So now the bank statement is showing here. I'm using this extract table 1 parser. Now I'll click on process. So it will first upload the file and then it is asking enter the column names you want to extract separated by the comma. So basically it'll extract the tabular data even if you don't mention the column names, but in case your data is more complicated, so you can just specify the column names that you want to extract so that it'll be more precise and it'll be more accurate. So in many cases you may not have to idly provide the column names, but in case this is not working for you, you can add the column names itself here and then you'll see that it'll be far more accurate. So for my PDF here, I would like to extract the transaction date, debit column, credit and balance. Confirm. So now it is processing only the first page and extracting the data here. So now it says that file is stored in June 2025 month. So we'll go there, June. So this is the file and this is the transaction date, debit, credit and balance. So all the data. So now it says that file is stored. So now we have already sent an email with the bank statement to this email ID. So now we'll fetch the email that was sent. So fetch emails. So this was the attachment that was sent to this email ID. So now to process it, we'll click on it. We'll select the parser. This is again tabular data. So we'll extract tables from it. So we'll say complex table extraction. We are going to use Gemini model again. We are going to process the first page only. So we'll click on process. It is processing now. Processing done. File is stored in June 2025 month. So we'll see this. This is the output data. So now if you want to export this data, so you have many options. You can export it as a CSV, Excel file, PDF, zip. You also have option to export the file to a Google Sheet or send it to a webhook as well. Now we're going to export the data to Google Sheets. Export to a new folder. We select the name of the folder. We enter the name of the folder here. Statements or click on export. And then we'll enter the name of the file that we want to save the data in. Export. So now the data has been stored in the folder. The file has been created and the data is here stored in the file bank 1.